The ad said sitter wanted. They meant it literally. I want you to understand something before I tell you this story. I don't believe in demons. I didn't then. I still don't. Not really. But I believe in what I heard through that door. I believe in the footsteps. And I believe, with everything I have left, that I made a mistake I cannot take back. It started with a job listing. Midnight to 4 a.m. Fixed hours, good money. No exceptions, no extensions. I'd done enough late-night babysitting gigs to know that fixed hours were rare. Most parents string you along until 6 in the morning and act surprised when you ask for overtime. So the clarity of this offer was the first thing that attracted me. The second thing was the pay. I called the number, asked the obvious question, how many kids, and the woman on the other end went quiet. "There's no child," she said. "I just need you to sit on a chest for a while." She explained it the way someone explains something embarrassing. Quickly, flatly, like she'd accepted long ago that nobody would believe her. She'd been cursed. Boxes arrived in the mail. If she left them unattended at night, something came out. Her last boyfriend had disappeared that way. She'd woken up to an open lid and an empty apartment, and she'd never seen him again. I thought it was funny, honestly. Eccentric, but funny. We met in a park. She showed me the chest. A simple wooden thing. No false bottoms, no hidden wires. I turned it over in my hands, opened it, checked every corner. Empty. Clean. Ordinary. I took it home. The first few nights, it was almost boring. I sat on the lid with my phone, watching videos, letting the hours pass. The chest was warm. Oddly warm, like it had been sitting in sunlight all day. And around 1 in the morning, I could feel a faint vibration beneath me. A murmur. Like something breathing very slowly and very deliberately. Around 2 a.m., I heard a knock from inside. I turned off my phone. It didn't come again, but I didn't forget it. Over the following 5 months, I took 15 more jobs. She explained it. When a new box arrived, she could finally throw the old one away. The entity, or whatever it was, rotated its vessels. I sat on shoe boxes, wicker baskets, a sealed suitcase that made a wet shifting sound whenever I adjusted my weight. I heard my cat's voice coming from inside one of them. I heard a crash upstairs in my empty apartment at 2 in the morning and had to sit there and wait until 4 a.m. to investigate. Nothing was ever there when I checked. I got good at it. I learned the pattern. The thing inside was intelligent. It would send fake texts from her number asking me to get up early. Then the text would vanish by morning. It would ring my doorbell. It would make sounds designed to pull me off the lid. I never moved. I started to think of it almost like a game. A strange, well-paying game I was very good at. Then came the last package. It arrived like the others. Delivery truck, cardboard box, standard postage. But when I opened the packaging, I found something I hadn't expected. A chess box. Ornate, painted on the sides with figures I didn't look at long enough to describe. Inside, chess pieces. The kings and queens had faces on them. Not painted decoratively, but painted with intention. Sinister expressions. Eyes that caught the light wrong. I closed it immediately. It's getting creative, I thought. But the size was convenient. Small enough to sit on in bed, which meant I could do the whole job lying down. I carried it upstairs, settled in, and began my shift. Around 2 a.m., the doorbell rang. Then banging on the front door. Desperate, frantic banging. The kind a person makes when they're terrified of what's behind them. Then silence. Then footsteps inside my apartment. Downstairs. I knew the tricks by now. I stayed put. The footsteps moved in a pattern, rhythmic, deliberate. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A waltz, slow and mocking, circling the ground floor like it owned the space. My pulse was in my throat, but my body didn't move. Then the footsteps came up the stairs. I was glad I'd closed my bedroom door. They stopped in the hallway. In the silence that followed, I could hear breathing. Not panicked breathing, excited breathing. The kind someone makes when they're trying very hard to contain themselves. The doorknob turned. The door held. I called her. My voice was steadier than I felt. I told her this would probably be my last job, that it was getting too vivid, too present. She apologized, asked how I was holding on. I told her I was fine, actually, lying in bed, sitting on the chess box, basically comfortable. A pause. You're lying in bed? Yeah. But how? You put it on your bed? It's small enough. It's just a chess box. Another pause. Longer this time. What chess box? The waltz downstairs resumed, louder now. She said she'd sent a cardboard box. Small, empty, plain, the same as always. She had never, not once, put anything inside. There was no chess box. There had never been a chess box. And that's when I understood what I'd been sitting on for the past 3 hours. The cardboard box was still downstairs, unopened, unattended, for 3 hours. I had carried something else up to my room. I had been sitting on something else this entire time. And whatever it was, whatever had walked through my front door, whatever had climbed my stairs, whatever was standing in the hallway on the other side of my bedroom door right now, breathing like it was trying not to laugh, I had let it in. The waltz stopped. A long, low whistle broke the silence. One note. Satisfied. I don't know what's on the other side of that door. I don't know if the call was real or if she's even the one I spoke to. I don't know what I've been sitting on. But I can hear it breathing, and it sounds delighted.
Subscribe. Share with someone who sleeps with the lights on. We'll be here, waiting.